So monitoring of biochar effects, this is one important thing. So results are important. This is what I always say. Many people will say our doctors are great, but patient died. So what? If patient dies, what is the result? Are you getting? So here I want the result. Any farmer you tell with biochar you will get 10% increase. No way. I am telling you tell 100%, 200%, 300% like tomatoes. What happened with tomatoes at that place? When I had this trial, they have a guru. He is called Daji, Kana Shantivanam. They have a 1000-acre this place and international center. He came there, he saw and he knows. He is the only guru I think he is speaking about biochar. Many other gurus also spoke about save soil, only soil they said, but they never went to biochar level. But this person he spoke, I know, I appreciate. At least scientists are not speaking, but gurus are speaking. I am happy. If that guru or that guru, at least they touched the thing. Okay, no? So there what is that is at that time our prime minister was coming. You know already these results have happened and they have to something to showcase. Now everything is ready. So it's a very personal visit actually in between the elections. So when he is not in this thing. So but what they did is the first bendy thing which I shown now 1.5 feet and 6 feet, that they made a huge poster with my picture. And I made a biochar Buddha, they kept it there. They kept biochar and these tomato results. They made a showcase of the place for him to see. If we had no such things happening, then how you can show and tell them? That's why you go for records. Somebody with biochar should grow this much big pumpkin. I'll be very happy. Don't show incremental things. Incremental means 10%, next year 10%, next year 10%. Nobody is waiting. Farmers are not waiting. They are dying. They are the last farmers. And if you do something, they are there. Otherwise, they are gone. Corporate will come. They will say, there is no food and you people are not doing anything. Let us take over. Like for industry, they take over lands, no? Government say, no, we will do. We will use IoT of things. We use AI, we use other models and we will cultivate. This thing will come. They will say national emergency. Do you agree or no?
Yes.
Let us, by doing this, we will at least protect them. We will empower them. Otherwise, there is no way your natural farming, organic farming, there also, they are unable to survive. You are a good boy, but you are putting a price on good boy. You got the logic. Somebody says, there is a guy for getting marriage, but he needs more dowry. It is like that your organic products. I should not comment.
Yes.
You are negotiating the price. What is this? You are a good boy. You are supposed to be good boy. Then how can you put more price on that? Is there any logic? The other guy is putting more chemicals. He is giving at low rate. Bad guy is more accessible. Good guy is there sitting on the tree, not coming down, telling that give me this much price, I will come and marry. I tell both are corrupt. Prevailing good has no meaning then. Being good is also having a price. What is this integrity? They always negotiate. What is this negotiation? I always tell one thing, remember. A person with black money has more affordability, or a person who is hard end has more affordability. Affordability of a product, a person with black money has more affordability, or a person who is perfect. So when you make a organic product, who is buying? Bad guy. So good guys are working for?
Bad.
Okay, that is the word. So you got it. If you can't feed your worker, if you can't feed your own community, if you can't your villagers, And you want to send this product? No, we are sending to, there is a special organic store, we are sending there. What is this? Illogical, I am telling. They might be after me, all these people. But really, I worked with organic farmers in biochar context. They told me one more thing. Sir, 10% only they are taking from us. They have a tie-up with us. We are 100% organic. But 90% they are mixing.
Less cost.
Not less, in the name of organic only, they are mixing everything and selling at higher cost. They told me honestly. You got it now, the whole scenario. So that's why I don't tell for biochar, be pure organic, I never tell. Even if you are a bad guy, you are a good guy, like your cigarette one. If you are putting a biochar filter, you are a better guy, no?
Yeah.
Then the guy who is drinking only cigarette without that filter. You got it? So even if you are a chemically fan of chemical fertilizers, I tell urea, okay, apply urea along with some biochar. Or if you are going for farmyard manure, apply. So I am not competing with anybody, I am not criticizing anybody. I am telling, okay, whatever you are, wherever you are, I am not changing your things. You are what you are. I don't want to change anybody. This is not a thing to be converted completely. This is an adaptation into your existing practices, where it will do good in every way. This is very important. Then I call it sustainability. I have nothing to do with natural farming or zero budget or organic farming or name anything. So many names are coming, no? I have nothing to do with anybody. I am not criticizing anybody. Agreed? So you will also be liberated when I say like that. Otherwise, you will be searching only for farm-made manure. When you don't have farm-made manure, madam has shown in the morning how much kachra is there. Arey chappal hai, shampoo hai, what not? You tell me, comb hai. Everything is there in the trash, farm-made manure. That cow is not eating, no? How come they came? It is not part of cow dung. You have mixed and selling anything by weight or by tractor load. So here results are important. Then understand the impacts of biochar application over a long period of time. This is also important. This of course you can monitor your own this thing. So here we say this particular I have explained in another thing. Oh no, not here. So nutrient retention is there, increased cation exchange capacity, sustained crop productivity, crop quality, quality of harvested crops, everything is there. And resistance to pests and disease is also there. Changes in yield patterns over different crop rotation cycles. So one funny thing I will tell here also. What happened is in one place where I had these trials, it was cluster beans. So they are happy with other trials, tomato and bendi, something they are happy. But here they are telling, sir, already we started harvesting. We got more in control than in the biochar applied field. Then I said, okay, if that is the case, then I have to come and see what is the problem, real problem. Because it's very illogical for me. I am telling biochar will help this thing, but you are telling the other way around. And you are weighing also after harvesting. So let me check. I went there, I saw. The cluster bean plant in control is small. Whereas in our biochar, it is tall. That much is there. So I said, you see, this is taller, this is shorter, control. But I saw in control, there are fruits already very big and coming in the bottom. Whereas in biochar one, there are few fruits. In the notes they come, no, cluster beans. So, but the number of flowers are more. I told them sometimes these guys will be in hurry. That happens psychologically. If I am dying, I will do more good things. I am not in a hurry. So, a control guy is like a dying guy. Less insurance or less assurance, no, for this control guy. So, he will be in a hurry. Like in poor families, they marry early, they have children early, and they also have many other problems early. A rich guy, our Rahul Gandhi. They are not in a hurry, they are happy. I should not comment politically, but I am telling for the sake of fun. So many rich people, they marry late, agreed? At least that much you agree with me. They are not in a hurry. Same logic is here. Then finally at the end you see the 4 times results is there. But immediately their reaction was like that because they are just calculating by weight whoever brought it and telling me the result like that. Another place happened, another thing. Remember, if I give 2 fruits, one fruit is eaten by an insect. No, one fruit is ripened, another is not ripened. Which fruit you will eat? One fruit is big and ripened. One fruit is small, unripened. Which fruit you will eat? Ripened and big one. Logic is, you never purchased apples or any tomato. So when you go to market, women do the same thing. They bring bottom one to top one to bottom one, and they pinch everything. They remove the heads of many things. And after that also they are not satisfied. They say everything is bad. Pinching, what is this pinching? If it is gold, you see there are more holes of the nails.
Yes, sir.
Agreed, no?
For India also they will break that.
Yeah. So here the challenge is, in biochar, sometimes what happens is you have good growth of fruits. And ripening is also good, color is good, everything is good. Even your leaves you have seen, no, how big the plant is. Then one pest is coming. It will attack this guy or this guy. But in nature, always you remember, nature, law of nature is attack the weak. That's how all animals are improving their breed. You got the logic? The weak deer is attacked by the tiger, not the leader of the deers. Agreed? But in some pests, what happens is, whatever is there before you, they start eating. So it happened in one farmer's field. So I said, see, biochar plants have got pests already, whereas your control, it is not. He told me the other way around. Sir, because it has grown so well, so nicely, the pest is attacking here first and it is leaving that. This logic also you have to remember. Then second, what happened is, it will also have resistance. A healthy person will have more resistance. Are you getting? So although the pest attacked, later on it picked up. So like that, many things will happen in the field. When you are observing these things, you will try to blame me. He says anything, then what is happening? But you have to be patient in understanding what is happening. For that reason, I am telling the live examples which I experienced. Okay. Then this enhanced soil structure. Biochar promotes soil aggregation, creating a stable structure. This is very, very important. I told you, no, even a clayey soil will become a silty soil with biochar application. And increased water retention, you have seen practically. With the pipe experiment, you do everywhere. Pipe experiment is the cheapest thing. You take nice ones. I took only the smaller one here. That PVC pipe, 3-inch one, at least 3-4 inch. That is very nice, better than the small pipes. Okay. Then carbon sequestration is there. Soil carbon levels increase in the presence of biochar. Remember, this is not soil organic carbon because this is not edible carbon. This is not consumable carbon. This is 100 year to 1000 year. It needs to stay. For that reason, it came. And mitigation of greenhouse gas emission. Yesterday, you saw methane, how it is observing. When you put in cow dung, the smell is going. Like that. And this climate change resilience. Biochar amended soils contribute to climate change resilience by sequestering carbon and enhancing soil health, including moisture retention, many other things. So here I am telling again the soil organic carbon specially because FAO has given a standard method, standard operating procedure for soil organic carbon, that is called Valkley Black method. That is the method with which you are identifying the soil organic carbon, remember. Whereas for biochar, this is not the test. If both are same, test should be same. This is my argument. Agreed? In biochar, we go by proximate analysis, we go by ultimate analysis, not by the method suggested by FAO. If people argue that both are organic carbons, then I should be able to test by this method which FAO has suggested, international standard. When I am not doing the same test for both, it means that is different, this is different. Agreed? I am putting my argument like this simply. So, these are the definitions. See, remember, when we use charcoal term for biochar, people are against us as though they know biochar since 100 years. I say biochar is a recent term. Why you are arguing? About 20 years before, what jargon you were used to call this substance? You tell me. Charcoal. You are calling now. So, you realize now. But you are trying to argue with me with this term. So, that is why even IPCC report clearly mentioned, remember, converting waste plant material into a charcoal like substance. Remember, charcoal they used or not used? Used, no? So, called biochar, and burying it in the soil can also be used to store carbon away from the atmosphere for decades to centuries. So, this is how IPCC means UN. Many scientists will be there, hundreds of scientists. They have mentioned, no? Why you argue with this kind of jargons and waste my time? I am telling. For you also in many groups, these arguments will come. When you want to simplify things and trying to explain somebody with local jargon, they'll immediately say you don't know biochar. If I put 10 samples of this biochar made at different temperatures, if that person can tell me this is biochar, rest are not biochar, then I will say that he knows. He himself doesn't know that what is biochar. He will tell, no, let us send to laboratory. One sample is minimum 2500, minimum, proximate analysis also, only 4 parameters. Every time we will send to sample for test or what? That is impossible and illogical. We will be only breeding these laboratories, feeding and breeding those things. You will not survive with these kind of tests. Even one complete test of one biochar from A to Z, right from scanning electron microscope, X-ray diffraction, you name, means you will get the photos also. It will be more than a lakh. And if you try to see what are the microbes that are sitting inside, that will run in lakhs. So, one biochar piece, if you are testing for all the tests, you are gone. You have to sell your land. You want to sell your land to know what is biochar? Or learn like me. Simplify things and let the plant speak. The plant is telling, no, my growth I am telling, I am happy, it is telling, over. What else you want? All these things you test. Over. It is working for me, that's all. Yeah, this is over, no? Repeating, right? Oh no, this is the new one. Yeah. Yeah, this plots I said, no, that we have to do this plots.
Demarcate.
Yeah. So, anyhow, this contamination removal, gradual reduction of pollutants, groundwater protection, everything I told yesterday, how it happens.
Just the one I asked.
Yeah.
Just the one. How do we dispose that biochar? Like, let's say I have a RO or a air purifier at home. But fully the biochar is got contaminated. Then what do I do with that?
See, there is nothing called bad and good on this earth. It is only cycles. See, when you made this panchagavya, it is anaerobic.
Yeah.
Anaerobic means is bad logically. But when you put in air environment, it is useful to you. Logic you got. Similarly, even in a air purifier, what is going in?
Contaminant.
What contaminants?
Volatile organic
Yeah.
microbes.
Some of them, what will happen is, once we bring into another environment, like a bad guy in a bad environment is bad guy. But a bad guy in good environment will try to be good. Like same bad guy in a temple, his behavior is different. Same guy on the street, his behavior is different. His language and over phone, whatever he talks is different. Same guy when he comes to temple, he'll not use that language, no? Although he's scolding somebody, I'll talk after some time, he'll say. Or he'll be quiet like a cat, he will be walking. Yeah, outside his behavior. So similarly, our biochar also, whatever it might have observed, it's okay. Over a period, I said the complexity will be simplified. That is how that what you say, the contamination stored in it will be dissipated. I told about the poison of a snake clearly. The poison is poison, but over a period, why it has never eaten the poisonous animals to be generate poison in its fangs. You got the logic? It is eating like any other animal, but only why it generated? There is a particular procedure. So same thing, the reversal will happen. That's all. Otherwise, on this earth, see, your compost is one of the worst thing. If I put in one plate some cow dung and some poultry manure and some this thing, and I put a few tomatoes and ask you to eat by looking at this, telling that this is what this converted. Will you eat? One day it happened, we have a roof garden and we had nice tomatoes. And what I am doing is for our cat litter box, earlier we were buying that thing that is made from paper actually. In litter box we put something so it can use it as a toilet. So I realized it is very costly and I cannot have that continuously getting. Food is cheaper and this litter box is more costly for me. That one packet and putting it and the smell is coming again, my son is putting. No way. I said biochar. So I use biochar. Good, no smell. Over, no? So nice fertilizer happened. Then what I did? I used that thing for our plants. Nice tomatoes came. And I showed my wife tomato. She said, so nice. Then I said, this is our Tillu's contribution. Tillu means our cat's name. This is Tillu's contribution.
Cat walks on the biochar litter inside, steps out on the legs and all dirty and then
Which one?
biochar in దాని లిటర్ బాక్స్ లోపల వెళ్తే క్యాట్ మళ్ళీ బయటకు వస్తే ప్రింట్స్ పడవ ఏంటి అపార్ట్మెంట్స్ లో పెట్టుకుంటే ఎలా పెట్టుకుంటారు బ్లాక్.
See, what happened is you forget this otherwise, litter box. Sometimes we did not fill the litter box, but always had my biochar bags on the rooftop. They are already using there. They are getting the other way around.
Okay.
That is other way around, knowing that they like that. And biochar takes away your urine. See, that smells for a cat. Everything, all the smells it takes over. Your fertilizer is happening. Then I use as a direct fertilizer for my plants. Like I said, no, Biochar gold. Cattle, you just throw in your cattle shed and use it. Yesterday I seen by example how cow dung smell is going over. Like, so that thing you don't bother, sir, about use and reuse. Always I say, even if you are having some biochar for cleaning your teeth, so clean your teeth and spit at the plant. You are doing far greater service than putting just biochar. Even if I need to catch a fish in the hook, at the end what I do? I spit on that and put it. If anybody knows fishing with a hook. Got it? So always I encourage reuse concepts. Don't use directly the valuable biochar. Even I am using in construction, after demolition that will do good for the soil and earth. Because in its life it is billing. Afterwards it is a material which is better than the construction material. Because all your landfills are happening where with these kind of construction materials and nothing is growing on them. Desertification we are doing with landfill, with the construction materials. All water bodies filled up, they are become hills. You use biochar, you are doing more far better service. Got it? So, reuse concept I encourage rather than direct application of biochar. You want to say something, madam?
The question I thought, so Nasti, if you have some appliance that's using biofilters or anything, is there a need to clean it out, to replace it, to whatever, or it just automatically renews itself? So that's
I
what he's
understand it
asking.
is automatic.
Agreed, madam. Both are possible. See, even for my this biochar activation, I said the other way around. I mean to say in general language. Means I have prepared my biochar compost today. It is ready, but immediately I am not applying. After 3 months, I need to apply. The day when it is prepared, it has more value than waiting for 3 months and applying. So, what I will do? I have to inoculate and charge a bit, then apply. That is one way of enriching your biochar again with the microbes and then bringing to one level. That is one part. Second part is whatever inside something is sitting. We know if you want to really clean, what I said is use your rainwater. That you do. If you want to see all the biochar that you got, that is from your carbon filter in your RO at home. So, instead of directly putting in the soil, you break it, you will get that biochar, nice biochar, crystal and high quality. You just steam it or clean it, okay, or put some acid. Acid means your lemon also, citric. If you want more environment friendly, if you have lemon water also you put. Household level treatment I give, even I have one video where I made all these principles, basics. Use your idli cooker for steaming. Small scale I am telling. Idli cooker is the best steamer, no? Instead of idlis, you put a cloth above that, put biochar in it, in a water, and just keep the lid open. Let the steam just go out. Then also you are activating. Activating means in the sense this signs of activation. So either you want to remove sometimes you want to charge. Both things are there. You can't use because I made a laddu today, I will not eat after 3 months. It is not fresh, no, it is illogical. But here we can, because biochar is a long term thing, it is not going to decompose. We can always reuse with these kind of small changes.
So then we can start a separate business plan. Collect all the used ones. Soak it and then give it as organic.
Recharging using what?
We can do that, sir.
No, no, recharging same like your compost and microbes you inoculated and you brought some jaggery like that. Now some little quantity you add and again do it. If it is old one.
Just sprinkle something and reactivate it.
So these things are simple things. See, all the biochar created on this earth, all the charcoal created on this earth, if it is burnt, burnt. Otherwise, it will be on this earth only. It cannot be go to moon. So when you want to reuse, just improve its quality and use it. That's all. That's all. Conduct field trials. This is what I am insisting. Yesterday I have shown how to do all that field trials. Whether it is 1 square meter plot or whether it is your packet or even if your germination tray. Anything you can use. Okay. So compare always with biochar and non-biochar. See, another control I will tell you, very big difference. I went to this Uttarakhand. I was working with the ladies there. I kept the control, and in all other plots I applied the biochar compost. And I asked them to just observe and tell me after few days which one is better. One lady is telling, बेचारा इसको कुछ नहीं दिए, I'll add that compost, other compost here. You're not given that biochar or nothing. Bichara, she is telling. I said, this is research, no bichara. Chodo isko. I told.
At least she asked.
She told me, I'll get that and I'll add here. She's telling. No, I said. Okay. Second thing is, I have seen on scientist who knows agriculture, who has studied very well everything. I said, what is your control? She says, my control is where I'll add all other things except biochar. I said, no. That is not control. Control means as it is. Because from as it is, we want to see the result. Not the other way around. I add 7 other elements except biochar and I see the result. And in another place I went. Here they got so confused, I could not even convince, I left. That is, what they said is, okay, if I do this zero budget farming, is it better than biochar? Then they said, okay, I will also do organic, I will do this kind of method, I will do that kind of method, I will do biochar also, and I will compare all the things. I said, you are not a university. Second thing is, I am asking you to be healthy. I am telling you, take this tablet. You are telling, no, I will take this naturopathy, Ayurveda, or something like that. Or when I tell this, you are telling, no, homeopathy. I want to compare all the 4. When you will be cured if you want to take all the 4 and test on your body? It's illogical, no? I said, don't do all this. You follow one religion. In the morning Christianity, by afternoon Buddhist, by evening Hindu. How it is possible, you tell me? You follow biochar, you say this has values, because right from climate change to, it has more values, you know. Just adopt, no, why you want to see other values here? If you are going purely this one cow I want and with Panchagavya and this, that I want to do it. I'll be happy. But there you are not seeing that many values. Where here water filtration is happening, your air is also getting purified, your global warming issue is being tackled, and then you are getting yield. Then when more values are there, why you are bringing other things which, why you are comparing and why you are asking me to compare those things? Who am I to compare and do all that research? Tell me, why I should do? I don't have time for that, I said. That many are there, experts are there, that been doing and they are happy. Let them be happy, let them not touch biochar. If they think these variables are important, let them come. Otherwise, what they are doing, let them do. Here we are not insisting anybody, remember. This is evidence based. This is value based. If you like, if you believe, you tell others. That too only after doing. Otherwise, don't tell. If it is bad, tell 10 people. Always this had been my philosophy. Because when I gave stoves also, same philosophy. I never sold stoves. I gave the stove, I told, use 1 week. If you like, you buy. If you don't like, tell 10 people that this guy is selling an illicit product and which is not good. This is how I went. Here also same philosophy you follow. Otherwise, forget this and do any other job. Don't get into these things, because we are working for 100 years and 1000 years. You tell me in agriculture science who is working for the betterment for 100 years and 1000 years. Your punya is for that long. Agreed? Your impact is that long. All other things are temporary. Today you put one fertilizer, within 3 years again you have to come back. Why biofertilizer guys are surveying so much? Because whatever they give, they say again I have to put. What is this logic? If I put one tiger in a jungle, I cannot bring another tiger to put in that jungle. What I have to see that tiger gives birth to children and there are more tigers with one tiger. But in other biotechnology, what we are doing? One tiger I kept there. I am telling that tiger died. Another tiger I am bringing and again I am giving. What is this? In organic or biological things, it should be natural. Here our biochar is for 100 years. You need not bring. I am telling you, your business is closed once it is saturated. You have to choose new area to saturate. Okay, no? So this thing I think only will help us to really work in this sector. Otherwise, there is no way. If you misunderstanding, many people will argue. That's why I am telling these things. When they argue with you, what I am arguing, similarly I have to argue. Otherwise, you will not survive. They will defeat you like anything because there are more followers and people for all other various types of agricultural practices. Remember, then there is more government support. Here, nobody is supporting us as of now. We are like orphan people as of now. But still, when your argument is stronger, definitely, when you are working for values and for the betterment of whole, this is a holistic development. Tell me, is this not holistic?
Yeah.
So this plots division and all that I told, no, how to divide and all that you can see. Multiple replicates within each category to ensure statistical validity, that is also required. Okay. Data collection method, soil sampling, analyze crop growth, crop harvest, microbial analysis. Simple methods I said, even smell is a test for microbial thing. Agreed? Many things, yeah, you want to go to laboratory, that's a different thing. A spatial impact also. In the future, I am telling, if even if somebody is lying that I have applied biochar in that particular field and he got carbon credits, satellites will tell. If somebody has really taken 100 tons, I can compare of few years before and image. The color will be known because anyhow we are applying mostly on the surface. When we apply so many tons, some color change will be there. So this technology will come. Utilize GIS methods and many things will come. Already GIS is integral part of our monitoring, remember. For you also, every latitude, longitude, even in your field, you can know the lat long, where you applied for trial basis also. You have to record. Data storage is very cheap nowadays. Somewhere you store. Because in the future, you can tell your younger generations if they continue in the same field. Yeah. See this edge effect. Edge effect means what happens if somebody is having a trial, if I are having on the edge, results are different. It happened with me in one area. It's again this huge center, one spiritual center. So the place which I was given is a very activity center, social activity center. And my control area, because I taken plot like this, and there is a garden here. Garden means grass and trees. And this control is growing better because only in control if I see the plant without applying biochar, I am seeing the variation in plant. Here the plants are better and the end they are small, only in the control also, in that row. But when I applied biochar, any of biochar pushed. But still I told our people, see, here you might have conducted an event. About 100 or 200 people came. They ate some nice thing and washed their hands. This is what I told. This is edge effect. You are thinking my whole field is uniform. Never, especially when people walk. When earlier all our fields in our village, they are on the roads.
Yeah.
I'll tell one funny thing. Why means my father was in city, and when brothers got distributed, in those days the priority was not the road.
Yeah.
If you are on the road, more cattle, more animals, more people will interfere into your land, and you'll have problem of the yield. So what happened? In those days, about 40-50 years back, my father got all the plots close to road. Now the problem is different.
Yeah.
They are telling we don't have access to road. Whereas our house is different. Our house in the village doesn't have road, but all the four brothers have road access. Got it? Whereas our plots have road access. So this edge effect I am telling clearly with examples.